Hey there, I'm Paulino B. Michael, and welcome to the Flat Out Truth. So we're going to be talking about D.E.W, if you know what that is, direct energy weapon. That's going to be our first part of the topics. And sorry about the longin, and I got a longe. Was it longes? What is it called? I don't know.
Lozenge.
Lozenge, because I am the last one to get sick in my family, but I'm holding it off just for you guys. So that's going to be the topic we're going to be talking about. And so if you don't know what D.E.W is, it's a laser, and it's been developed for like 40 years, but they changed it throughout the years. And lasers can only burn certain colors, and blue seems to be one that it cannot recognize. There's even videos where people have their own lasers to do side hustles, like making pens, pencils, I don't know, badges, cups, and they etch it with a laser. But blue, they seem to have a high problem of just etching it in the certain blues. Very interesting. But we'll be talking about that, and then it always leads into other things, right? That's how it goes here on the Flat Out Truth. So let me bring in my co-host, Chelsea B. Michael.
Hello, I am Chelsea B. Michael. It is. Hello, I am Chelsea B. Michael. And it's nice to be back.
You seem so
I'm so awkward. I know, because I got like 1,000 things running through my head before we start, and then we come in and I'm like, oh shoot, I forget this, I forget that. But
yeah, we got to get kids ready. We have like regular lives that we have to get going before we get everything all set up for right now.
it's true.
So it's really interesting. Who's all here today? Want to give a shout out to anybody that's out there?
We've got Marcus, we've got my mom, and then we've got Dom.
There's like double Dom.
I know.
100. See, I was double me the other time.
You were.
I don't, and we couldn't get rid of it. Remember, we tried different things. It was pretty funny.
I know, because I've had it. So no, Marcus has done it before, and there was after like there was somebody that was one desktop and one mobile. But when you log on and there's two mobiles, I don't know how that works.
Yeah, it's really crazy. So anyway, that's going to be the topic. And if you guys want to talk about anything else or have any questions or anything or any statements, we'll do it. We always react to the chat. So
yep.
But yeah, so I sent a whole bunch up. I put it in an article on the platform so we can make it easier to follow some of the things. So here we go. You want to show the one where it shows, it's the YouTube one, and it shows like how the lasers.
Oh, you want the YouTube one first?
Yeah, because that's when it shows the lasers, like how it doesn't burn blue.
Alrighty.
But there's like a lot of things, like it's similar to Maui, where everybody painted their some of the higher uppers, elites painted all their roofs blue. Then after that happened, China started painting all their roofs blue.
Laser weapon can be programmed for different wavelengths. There was something blue they didn't want to burn.
Blue car did not burn in flames. Same as the blue umbrella.
That was theirs.
That was that one.
Yeah. So so blue doesn't burn up. It's funny because I was talking to our neighbor, and I told him, I said, when we get some more funds in, I'm redoing the house, and told him what I'm gonna do, and I said I'm gonna do a blue roof, and it's gonna be a steel blue roof. I said, and if I was you, I'd do the same thing. He's like, why? I go, because lasers can't do it. He's like, what do you mean lasers? And I told him this. He went down the rabbit hole, and he came back later, and he's like, oh my gosh, you were right. I said, see, it sounded so crazy. He said he had to look it up. I said, yeah, you might want to do your roof just because of collateral damage, right? If they try to get me, they may get you on accident. He started laughing, so that was it.
So if anybody knows the popular song, I don't think it's actually called I'm Blue. It's like Eiffel 65 or something like that. I'm blue, da. 90s people coming back. But yeah. Live in a blue world.
I'm putting a little bit more pressure
on
on
a blue car and a blue house.
I'm putting a little bit more pressure on my wife. She has to try to talk a little bit more because I feel bad.
I know. I'm doing my best.
You're doing great.
It's okay. Everybody also laugh because apparently I'm funny when I don't try to be. But if I try to be funny, I'm so sorry.
So what's on our next one?
All right. I can do our next one.
There's like a cartoon, so it shows the propaganda, but it shows you the truth in the propaganda of this cartoon.
Pay attention to the blue umbrella. It's funny how that thing's not getting burned up by the laser. Mind you of the dew.
You know, it's all like that. See, it's like it's telling us in plain sight that lasers don't go after the blue. It's just a frequency that it doesn't do well against. So they don't even try to do it. They tweak it. So then we have another one. What else we got?
Yeah, this next one, I was actually super impressed. I would not have think it's kind of like that. It feels like the ID thing almost.
This is good for your throat. If it's sore, vitamins, it really does help it. And it helps the cough, doesn't it?
It does actually, pineapple juice. So not only does that not burn, so you want to coat your house in pineapple, but it also is really good for,
it doesn't
for
burn.
coughing.
I don't know how it does against lasers, but it doesn't burn.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the video of us burning Oreos and pineapples,
Yes.
and
I don't know if Dom knows that.
Doritos.
Dom, we burnt Oreos, Doritos, Chinese fortune cookie.
Chinese fortune cookie.
Yep. And the pineapple. Pineapples do not burn. Oreos will burn and get so hot, it looks like a coal, and you can still read it. It barely melts down, and then it's like, it's crazy. Oh, see, I did that.
So this is how I'm
I
getting.
did
I'm
that.
getting.
No, that's not Illuminati.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
I didn't touch my fingers.
Hey, I'm getting to be a better producer too. All right. So if you haven't checked it out, Oreo Gate Live is in the chat.
Nice. Oh yeah, there you go. Oreo Gate.
I'm getting the hang of this. There's all these things that you experience a live chat and you're like, oh, somebody does this, somebody does that. And then you actually jump in on your own and you're like, oh shoot, I've forgotten to do this. I've forgotten to do it's all those little nuanced things that help it out.
Yeah, and like we are gonna redo that because from my angle, I was the one putting the light on it while she was recording it, and her dad was burning them, torching them. But from my angle and from her dad's, because we were from like a different angle, you could see the name the whole time.
Oh yeah, you could read Oreo. It was lit. It was lit up like an ember.
But on the video, you just see flame. So we're gonna redo it, and I'm gonna get on the other angle and record it that way.
Yep.
So that'll be our next one. So it'll be fun to do.
Yep. So we'll show the next one. Shout out to Sayo, joined us. Burn them in the daylight. Actually, I don't know. We thought that at first, but you really get that coal effect in the darkness.
Hey, Don wants to know if he can comment while he streams. He's on actually Messenger, but he should be able to. See, Chelsea's mom's on there. So, and didn't that happen with Marcus one time?
Yeah, he said he couldn't live.
Oh,
or he couldn't chat.
He had to update. Remember?
Oh,
you had to get
yes.
out of your app and then go back in.
Make sure it's updated.
Make sure it's updated because that's what happened to Marcus last time, and he did it, and he could get right in and start going.
Yep. So yeah, you are more than welcome to chat. It is totally possible, but
yeah, we can even put you on voice in a little bit, so you can talk. Did you get that? Give me a thumbs up if you got that, Dom, on Messenger. He's doing something.
All right.
Anyway.
While he's answering, I can show the video. So.
Oh, he's on the browser instead of the app. Maybe that's it. That's a good test for us, though, Dom.
Yeah, you should still be able to live chat with no issues.
Yeah, I would think on that one he would, but
yeah, working out the kinks. I was gonna say, yeah, because
he's doing it right now. So
okay, great, perfect.
Appears the way it does because objects absorb all colors of light except blue, which they reflect back to our eyes. When an object is exposed to light, it absorbs some wavelengths colors of light and reflects others. The color we perceive is the color that is reflected. When it comes to lasers, the color of an object plays a role in how it interacts with the laser light. If an object is blue because it absorbs all colors of light except blue, it means it doesn't absorb much energy from blue light. Lasers work by concentrating a lot of energy into a specific color of light, so if an object doesn't absorb much energy at that color blue, in this case, it's less likely to heat up and burn. In other words, the color that an object appears to our eyes gives us a clue about how it interacts with different colors of light, including laser light. Blue objects appear blue because they reflect blue light and absorb other colors, including potentially the high energy light that lasers emit.
There you go. Yeah, so interesting. People call this conspiracy, but it's all fact. You can go look at you can go on YouTube if you want, but all the science, I knew about that laser before D.E.W. 15, 20 years ago, I already knew about laser light because I used it for Navic. Dude, Navic, if you guys don't know, it's my graphic novel I had worked on for a long, like 20, 30 years now, 30 years. But it's been developing, and I had to change it now. That's a whole nother story. But just doing the research because I don't like loopholes. Chelsea knows I hate loopholes.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Don't
And
watch a movie with him.
So when I have a character or somebody using, because it's kind of like, I guess, superhero, or I don't know if you guys seen the Boys now on Prime, kind of like that, like what would regular people do. And it starts from the Big Bang Theory, but I don't do the Big Bang Theory anymore, but that's all another subject too. But when I put lasers in the book, I wanted to know about lasers. That makes sense, don't it?
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, anybody writing a book, you do tons of research, like especially like I respect the ones that have any kind of combat in them. Like even like the spy novels or the true crime, you have to actually research, you have to go through, you have to know the process and actually understand what they do and make it make sense. Because otherwise somebody that reads it, especially if they have any knowledge at all in it, they're just like, nope.
Yeah, it doesn't seem right. So like I try to get it so it's all, legit. So I try to do all the research I can, get all the knowledge and write on that and give the character the power, or be able to combat the other person's power based on what we have in reality that we can prove so far. I mean, it doesn't mean you can't stretch it a little bit, when you're doing that type of writing, but if it's based on that. I even went to the Bible, right? Like the Bible, I did the same thing.
Yep.
Because the Bible was in, believe it or not, the Bible was mixed in Navic. You know that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was just in a different way.
Yeah, just in a different way. I don't like loopholes. So.
Yeah. My mom wants to know if they use a laser on eyes. She has glasses and probably wants to get LASIK, but she's wondering if during surgery does it still work?
They would try to admit it, but like the thing is, they would use a higher power. From my research, it takes so much more power for them to do it on blue. So like they can't adapt it, but I think it takes more energy, and that's why military or whoever, when they want to do a laser, they're going to use the most efficient, right? Highest power for least amount of energy. So they try to stay away from the ones that burn the blue. Because like I was watching this video where this woman was doing pencils, and that was her side hustle, and she couldn't get blue ones. And she'd have to amp it up and then go over it like tons more times. Like the other pencils would be like one pass. This would take like 20 passes at highest power. So it was costing her time and money to make those blue pencils. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep. So
because she's running over them over and over and over at a higher power. So I don't know how those homemade, like those lasers like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get so many passes. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, because she's having like the laser eye surgery.
Yeah. I'm talking about like, they're all basically the same thing.
Yep.
But no, what I'm saying is like, I don't know if it costs you more, like toner for like a printer. If you have so much toner, if you have to do so much things, so many colors, that with our printer. That's why we bought a new one. Like some colors take more ink.
Yep.
So I don't know if that works the other way too. So it's more energy, obviously.
Yeah.
All right. So do we got another one on that?
We got one more.
All right. Then we can go into the other ones too, like what the D.E.W machine looks like and stuff.
A fire like that, I wonder. A shirt that says Sister Revolution. Hard to believe, huh? The whole building goes down. The whole street goes down, and then these shirts survive somehow. Sister Revolution. A lot of them, actually. That's crazy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna auction these shirts off.
Yeah, that one was nuts.
Yeah, that was probably the Maui one, I think. Yeah, because like one of the first ones I've seen in the Maui is the umbrellas. I mean, it's become famous now, but the umbrellas, and there was a sports bar that happened to have a blue top. But Oprah Winfrey and all these rich elites had painted all their roofs blue within the year before that happened.
Yeah.
Coincidence, or was it like, oh, I just want a blue house? Oh, Oprah's got it, so we're all gonna do blue. I doubt it. I'm just gonna say, like, I don't believe it. They knew something. I mean, because right after that happened, the Chinese did it. Remember that?
Yeah.
Whole cities and towns were just doing all their roofs blue in China.
Yep.
That's not coincidence. I mean,
Look it up.
yeah, look it up. Don't believe me. Do your own research.
Yeah.
So we can navigate and try to find The do machine. That's on one of them. We could just go through all my do's that we did. Right? Can you just look it up?
Yeah. Give me a second. Your earlier.
Anything that says do in it.
Yeah.
The Mountain Dew.
Hashtag do.
Oh, no, I didn't. Dang it. Oh, that's my bad. I was sick. Look. Oh, nobody feels sorry for me ever. Nobody ever. Man, I make my own food. I do everything. I need like 30 wives. Maybe get 10% from each wife. Then I get taken care of.
Yeah.
30 wives. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think that might be a bit much.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that. I just said that's crazy. I could do Solomon. 7 hundo. I'll break his record. I go 701. They did what they do when they do like football yards.
Oh yeah, you always go one more.
You go one more. Yeah, beat him, man. I kicked his butt. I'm like 701.
Yep.
Take that, Solomon.
All right. So I'm looking for your dues. Just so you know, all of your dues have different titles.
Yes, but most of them are numbered. I got some numbered ones.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. It's like sometimes it's do, sometimes it's D.E.W.
Oh.
Here's 2.
Yeah, do that one. That's the one that's got the machine in it.
All
So
right, cool.
now, and they show this. This is the aircraft they use, but they actually do it on stealth too. They put on stealth bombers and stuff. So it's not just on this. This is just like their one that they show the most.
Okay.
Should I say like this is for entertainment purposes only?
Oh, this one doesn't want to show. Hold on.
What?
I don't know, it doesn't like Facebook, I guess.
That's weird.
I know.
We're figuring this out.
Sometimes these things go really, really weird. Nope, that's that one. It should be this one.
Get the dew. Marcus, go slam some dew, brother. Used to drink it like water.
Nope, doesn't like it. All right.
So we're not doing that one, I guess, huh?
Nope, doesn't like it.
I wonder if they got rid of it. That's possible too, right?
So there's how does do work, which is in conspiracy. I know you got it in the curiosity community. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't like Facebook.
That's weird.
Because here's Facebook. This is the real one I really want to share.
Okay. Does it work?
Yeah, it'll work. Yeah, maybe.
You showed it last time.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So we'll show it again.
We'll show it again. This one's really good.
Then we did all this, I think, before when we were on our testing one.
Yeah, this one's really good.
On Sunday or Saturday, whenever it was. Yeah, this was really sweet.
Like, I don't know how somebody captured this. This is nuts.
He's standing there.
Yeah.
At first, people were trying to say, like, oh, I think it's just the linear, but they're the exact same angle. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
can
it's definitely
tell.
coming from the same place.
Yeah. You can see it right there. Look at that.
It almost feels like you said, like a movie, right? They have all of the Star Wars movies. They have their laser guns.
Did you see that one
It
rapid?
almost feels like it.
Is it redoing it over and over again? Watch
Yeah.
Watch it right. I think it's right there. It goes. Watch right there. See that?
Yeah,
That looks like a laser gun going over like 4 times.
it does.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that shows you. And then let's hit up some dues. Let's just do it.
Yeah. I'll find
Oh,
it.
does that one got the one that's got the what's the one that's got all the names of the dues? That was crazy, wasn't it?
That one actually is the one that does. Yeah, all the Mountain Dews.
Yes.
Yep, it's got Code Red, Livewire, Baja Blast, Voltage, Voodoo, Major Melon, Spark, Berry Monsoon, Sweet Lightning, Maui Burst, Frostbite, Atomic Blue, Southern Shock, Vibe, Thrashed Apple, Uproar, Dark Berry Blast, Legend, Purple Thunder, Overdrive, Infinite Swirl, and Pitch Black.
I wonder if the about sneeze. I don't want to, but I wonder if that Frost one was it the Vortex? Remember that, Dom? The Vortex. They're starting to use Vortex more. I just heard it in the news again.
Really? Is
Yeah,
there
remember-
another one coming?
Well, they said, remember, it got cold like a few days ago. Remember that?
Yeah. Probably
Yeah.
help if oh wait,
That's their new word,
we'll
Vortex.
have to view this out on the edited version, but it's like stop messing with the weather. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
But man is always messing with the weather, regardless if
True.
you driving a car
It's
or
true.
you're putting barium and aluminum in the air. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's all the same thing. It's
Yes.
still man affecting the weather, no
Yes.
matter which way you want to do
I'll
it.
just bleep that out. Now I know.
Yep.
Right, Marcus? They don't like that.
I don't like it.
They don't like it. So, yeah.
All right, here we go.
What else you got?
Here's part 2. Here's part 3.
Sorry, I got to keep sipping.
Mm,
I don't even know if Dom's there, if it's working or not. I see Dom is there, but I don't know if it's there. Because I'll get it and get back. So I don't know what that means.
Apocalypse in California.
Crazy.
Bro, real life apocalypse in
Oh, is it freezing up?
doesn't it like this?
Everything is burning to the ground.
Look at that.
You guys, it's like a zombie land. Look at this. Look at this, bro.
Look at that.
Everything's burning to the ground, you guys.
Wow.
People left their cars. They left everything behind.
Wow.
Newscaster out. Man. If this ain't crazy, then what's crazy, you guys? Is the world coming to an end? Oh my God, look at the grocery store. Look at this shit, you guys. What the fuck?
Just imagine being there.
Oh, I know.
God.
I mean, even the smoke, the air, the feel. It's probably hot. I mean,
Oh,
just
yeah.
to
it's
feel
crazy.
that fire.
Real life apocalypse. Wow.
And melted windows.
Yeah,
Just from the heat.
I got something to tell you. Yeah, I'll tell you guys in a second. I'm doing some research on how it works. And there's a mixture between, I believe, D.E.W
Mm-hmm.
and smart meters. But I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
What the elementary school?
Yeah, so like I was doing research and this guy happened to write something that was perfect. I was like, I got to steal this from this guy.
Yeah.
But I always share stuff, you know that anyway. But this one I just kept for notes. I don't know if they let them in that area. I just think he was already in the area. It sounded like he was on some kind of motorbike, right? Some kind of cross country. Didn't sound like it.
Yes,
mini
yeah,
bike
a
or whatever.
motorcycle, yeah.
Yeah. So like the way
They
that
had other problems to
smart
worry
meter-
about.
the way the smart meters work is like they have that lithium battery that actually like ignites so much fire, but then you got all that copper wire that's through your house. So it makes the copper wire so hot that those get inflamed. So the house is burning from the inside out. That's why the trees aren't getting burnt too. Because all the buildings are burning from the inside out.
That makes sense.
Instead of being like on the out, you get what I mean?
Yeah,
So they're between like the 5G igniting the smart meters,
yeah,
and then you got D.E.W. So it's a mixture again.
that makes sense.
And that's why, and guess what? It goes from 140 degrees Fahrenheit to 6,000. The lithium battery.
Jeez.
That's why if you see
Well,
one
that's
of those,
like all the electric cars
Yes,
that blow up.
that's why they'll get up to 6,000 degree Fahrenheit and melt cars. So those cars that are probably melted are the electric cars that the lithium batteries caught ablaze. Isn't it interesting? So yeah, that's what's going on with that. That's why they're so hot.
Yeah, I'm adding on to this story because we were talking about the LA fires and how they're caused and things like that. But also the fact of they are 0% contained because there was no water.
Yeah.
So I'm looking up some of that stuff. Like for example, go away.
The smelt.
Yeah, we'll get to there. But
Yeah, more do. What do you got now?
no.
To do this, or you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire. Which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire.
LA Fire Department chief.
I was the first African-American female promoted to the rank of battalion chief. With each promotion, more eyes come on you, more scrutiny. They want to know, does she know what she's doing? Does she keep her crew safe?
Some people walk in with the respect already. As a female, you have to know your stuff. You're not given the opportunity not to know it. When it comes to women and being a police officer, you're capable of doing it. It's not a man's world. It's not a man's field. I'm here. I'm a woman and I'm doing it.
I mean, that only works if you respect cops, right?
That is part of it. Yeah.
Because I talk about like how little that woman is, right?
Yes.
The police officer. I mean,
Yes.
if you have no respect, you're just gonna knock her out, or she's gonna have to shoot you.
Yeah. I was reading something today about how like there's this discussion on the military on whether women should even serve, because women, like especially a lot of the women that join, some of them are out of shape, or they're like, I'm like 5'7", I weigh 140, and that's actually not too bad. It's pretty average. But a lot of, especially women, I'm above average at 5'7", so most women are shorter than me and they're lighter than me, and they're expecting, like, I can't carry you. Like it's just unrealistic. We had to do for spring training, we had to do a fireman's carry of our teammates, and it's like, guess what we did? We picked all the big people and they carried the little ones. So now you're telling us that all these little ones have, like, how is a small little girl gonna carry a huge dude out of a fire?
Right.
Like, it's physically, they just physically can't do it. I'm looking up Trump's comment about the water, and then
Are we done with the do already?
oh, we can keep going with do. Well, I keep looking. So
Yeah.
you got more?
There's a whole bunch in there.
All right, let me find another one. We'll go back. Come on.
I'm really curious if Dom can come on too. So I'm just
Yeah.
I mean, still
What
see
is
two
do
Doms there.
three? Just do it. I bet that's one. Trying to find. Okay, there's three. Okay, we got two. We got three. Now we've got. Here's part 4.
Yeah, this is crazy.
This
here.
one's. There we go. Load up for you guys.
Look at that. No, look at that. None of the trees.
All the trees.
Even the trees in between the
Right
houses.
here. All trees. Trees.
Like, how's that happen? I mean, I know Sayo was saying something about water inside a tree, but then we wouldn't have forest fires. But look at that. There's no way the heat that must have been right there should have just make these things and explode with fire.
Yeah, I mean, even
whole edge.
something should be, even if it singed it. Like, so even like the pineapple showed some kind of damage, even if it didn't burn through. It was black. It was charred. There's just nothing. It's just pure green. Like nothing happened.
I mean, I'm not a pyro, but I remember being around bonfires and try to get something so close. You ever do that with a marshmallow? You go closer and closer, and then suddenly it goes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, because it can only get so close, and then just the heat makes it just blow up.
It does.
So, like, it's just very interesting. Like, how did that happen? Like, there's just so many things. Like, look at this one right here.
So like, yeah, all of this was burnt. Everything around it. This is totally green.
And look at the roofs. What color are those?
Blue roofs.
And what is that? The Scientology.
Scientology right there. That might be in it. Okay,
Yeah,
that was it.
This is a picture.
Yeah. You had a picture of one of a golf course. That one was crazy too. The golf course was fine.
It might have been I don't know where it's at. I have put so much stuff.
I know.
My wife's like, just start doing it, so I started doing it.
I know. We're working on categorizing #do, and everything do will pop up. So I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go through all of these. I'm gonna #do on all of them.
Nice. All right, now you can go to your. Did you get your thing up so you can read it?
Oh, here's one
yeah.
more. Here's one more.
Oh yeah, look at this one.
Boom.
Look at that. That's gonna be our house right there, blue
There you
house.
go. Nice, beautiful metal blue roof.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. It's just crazy. Look
Yep.
at that.
Not burn. Everything around it's burning.
It's
Yeah, a little fire in the front, but it's gonna hit that brick. And
That's
stuff.
probably the one person. See, that's the one that broke through the 6th veil.
Oh, here you go. Without a smart meter.
Yep,
There
without
you
a
go.
smart meter and a blue roof.
Yep.
He was double safe.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You can keep going. I'm looking up.
Yeah, so like that guy was probably a 6th Valor. He's one. You hear me? He's probably one of the 6th Valor,
Oh.
right? That broke through the 6th Veil.
Yeah.
And so he kind of did both, right?
Right.
He did the blue roof and no smart meter.
Yeah.
And so, and they were probably talking crap about him that he's crazy. My neighbor's so crazy. He did that ugly blue roof, And he won't even be modernized with this smart meter. How dare he? And then their houses are burnt up, and he's not.
Yeah. I don't know. This might be the right one. Let's see.
What's happening in California is a true tragedy. I know those areas very well. I have many friends living in those houses. That is a true tragedy. The biggest homes, some of the most valuable homes in the world are just destroyed. I don't even know. You talk about a tax base. If those people leave, you're going to lose half your tax base of California. This is a true tragedy, and it's a mistake of the governor, and you could say the administration. They don't have any water. They didn't have water in the fire hydrants. They don't have water. And yet they have, the water comes from, where? Up north. And it comes down at levels, they get millions and millions of barrels of gallons of water that they have, and they send it out into the Pacific. For the Pacific, it's like a drop, it's nothing. But for California, it would take care of the whole state. So what's happened is a tragedy, and the governor has not done a good job. With that being said, I got along well with him. When he was governor, we worked together very well, and we would work together. I guess it looks like we're going to be the one having to rebuild it. But what happened there, I don't think there's anything that I've ever seen quite like it. And the insurance companies are going to have a big problem, because you're talking about big, big dollars.
Yeah, what about them canceling the fire? I mean, is that coincidence too? 3 months before this happens? And BlackRock and all them are going to come in there and buy all that stuff up. They're going to reestablish everything, rebuild. It's crazy. Another land grab, I think. Because those people can't rebuild if they don't have fire insurance.
Yeah, and there was a lot of insurance companies that dropped insurance, and then the people that I've heard and read stories online of people having insurance, and they either they dropped it like a week before, and they're saying, yeah, you're not going to have it anymore, and then they had this. So it's just weird.
Yes, highly suspicious.
Highly suspicious.
This is for educational purposes only, entertainment only.
Entertainment and education.
Make your own decisions.
So Marcus said what you said about the underground infrastructure was most important aspect in his opinion.
Yes. Yeah, they're going to try to corral people in where they want them to be.
Yeah, but I definitely agree that going back to this was a self-created problem. Like this didn't have. I mean, it happened, but it didn't have to happen in the sense of if they had the water available, if they had the personnel available that could actually do the job. I mean, it might not have not happened, but it wouldn't have happened as bad as it was.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to plan something, say if you wanted to plan this, you started taking away the water years ago. So that when it happens, you can't say, oh, well, they just stopped the water. Like this was an ongoing issue. I mean, they've been having forest fires like in California for years now. Yeah. And not have the water.
Yeah. And the thing I think is funny about that, they always call it the fertile valley. It's like if you're fertile, there's water.
Well, they call it natural disaster too, but how's it natural if you're stopping the water?
Yeah, then it wouldn't be natural.
No, it's man-made again. It's another man-made issue. So
yeah.
Yep. So whatever they try to trick us with their words, their spells.
Ugh. Yeah.
Words mean things.
Words mean things.
Yeah. So did you get a chance to get your thing so you can read it?
Nope. I am working on that right now. So stall for 5 more minutes.
5 minutes?
It won't take that long.
I'm trying not to cough for 30 seconds.
I'm ready to go. I got it.
See, that was it. I even got my drink. All right,
I got sidetracked, so I had to find more things. I was like, oh, shoot, I pulled it up. Just something, actually, this is an email from Andrew Tate, and I just thought it was kind of appropriate. So you can use this insert. He specifically targets men, which is kind of funny because I get the email, but you can put this as far as anybody goes. So insert yourself where it says man. The average man knows nothing about how the world functions, nothing. He has a basic understanding of physics. He knows the history, which was taught in school. He knows recent events as told to him by the news. He knows how the justice system is meant to operate from his old teachers. The average man knows what he's been told. He knows how the world is meant to function. But it's a fugazi, a theory. Everything the average man knows is a make-believe story. He wasn't there in 1743. He's never been to court. He wasn't at that event 3,000 kilometers away, nor does he even know anyone who was there. He didn't make the vaccine he took. He didn't even know who made it or how it works at all. The average man thinks he knows things. He was given enough stories to feed his ego and make him think he's smart. And he will stay ignorant of how the world functions because he won't take any action to actually learn them. The average man won't enter the arena and see, through experience, that nothing is how it has been told to him. The key they never taught in school is that you only learn through bravery. If you want to learn how the legal system works, you must enter the legal system. If you want to learn how politics work, you must enter politics. If you want to learn how life works, you must take the risks. This is the difference between education and wisdom. An education is being able to recite what you're told. Wisdom is knowing how the world actually works. Education can be given. Wisdom can only be earned. You must enter the arena to pull back the curtain on how the world really works.
That's right.
So I definitely agree with this. Being from a small country town, it's really sheltered. It is. You live in your little bubble and you know the people in the area, but there's not this outside experience. And so going out into the world and truly experiencing things, throwing yourself in, sometimes when you should, sometimes when you shouldn't, but you learn and you experience what real life is, what real people are. It's not what the news tells you. It's not what your history was my favorite subject. I loved all my history teachers. I love learning history. And now I'm kind of laughing because I still like all the people, but it was not true history. They just tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why I can't, one day I'll meet Tate, but I can't wait to talk to him. Yeah, because I've been telling you this for like 7-8 years, ever since I met you, right? I mean, that's the way it works. Like people think they know stuff, but they don't actually research it to know it.
Yeah.
They go by the surface level of research, like which is what their professor said, what their teacher said, what their parents said. What their, I don't know, preacher said, minister says.
Anecdotal evidence.
Yeah, like they never dig deeper. They never question it. They say, oh, okay. You know, like most people go, oh, go ask the pharmacist. He'll tell you what's supposed to be what. Or go ask your doctor, right? Or go ask your mechanic. But if you have a shady mechanic, you're going to get ripped off.
Yep.
So, yeah, most people, you got to do your own experience. You got to do your own investigation. That's the only way, I mean, to be sure, to reassure yourself that you're going on the right path. If you're off, you're off. I mean, you can only do so much, I get it, but some people don't do anything. It's a trust in others the whole time. So you have no one to blame but yourself for not pushing it, asking questions. So Dominic is asking a question about streaming somewhere else. No, we only stream in the platform today.
Yep.
That's it. If people want the live stream, they got to come here. And sometimes we went from 2 hours to 6 hours. We did a 7-hour once, actually several times.
Yeah.
But you can only get that here.
Yep.
So on Thursdays, we will premiere this, but I'll edit it. So tomorrow I'll edit this down to about 45 minutes to an hour. Try to take off all the stuff I might get striked for. And then we premiere it Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube and Rumble. And we do a live chat.
Yes.
There. But if you want the full recording, you got to come here.
Yep.
This is the only place it's available. That's just the way we do it. It gets people to our platform. Plus, I don't have to edit as much. Here I can say anything I want.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we don't have to censor anything.
I don't know if some people noticed that's been on here, but we have a whole new inlay, whatever you want to call it. Overlay. Like I'm in the upper left now, which I like it better, and Chelsea's back in the bottom right. The reason why I like it, because you guys don't know this, there's a camera dead in front of me. Now my beautiful wife is below it, and I'm to the left of it. So now I'm not just looking at nothing. So that's pretty cool. So I like that. So I can kind of look at what everything's going on.
Yep.
I think it's set up way better that way.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
Yeah, more overlays that I built, but we'll have to use them at a different time.
Yeah, she did a good job. Like she did it for 2 guests, 1 more guest, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. When we start having guests, yeah.
Yeah. So we're already reaching out for some guests, and we'll see what happens.
That'll be exciting. We do still have our interview with Zen in February.
Yeah. So we got the February one. We are climbing on Facebook. Yeah, we're starting to rock and roll again. I told Chelsea once it hits 9.5K. That's so close to 10, man.
It's gonna feel real close.
And I can't sing right now because I'll cough. I can barely talk. I'll cough. So it's right when I'm done. I between now and when I stop coughing, we're gonna get my voice broke.
Say it's like sports. When you're sick, it's when you perform the best.
I don't know if I could sing though.
I know.
I probably could. I can do anything once. I just have to do hours apart. Do one part, cough for like 5 hours, and then come back.
More pineapple juice.
More pineapple. No, I can't drink so much of this.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I always find out if I drink 2 in one day, I'll start getting some canker sores. It hurts.
Yep. So
don't do that.
Anyway, yeah. So like we're just waiting on that. Supposedly that's getting emailed to us, right? The WAV file and the MP3, right? Version of it.
Yeah.
Of the piano. So that should be done. That's what he said. We're waiting for it.
Ooh, I know.
The clock is ticking after we get that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Did you get your thing up? Did you already read that, right?
Yeah, I already read it. But I did want to kind of reiterate. I featured a post for you guys. Is like you'll notice that things are moving, they're changing, they're growing, and things like that. So we're just trying to make it easier for everyone. So if you are finding something difficult or doesn't make sense, just reach out to us. Let us know. Because we're trying to streamline everything. Like I said, make it simple because we have some high-end users, we have some low-end users, and so we want to make it as easy as possible for everybody. And consolidating everything, like all of our recordings will be in the Flat Out Truth videos. So all of the shows, the side stuff, the Oreos, the experiments, all of that stuff will be in there. Then our Curiosity community is going to be the hub for everything. Our topics are going to be specific to those discussions. If you don't know where it is, throw it in the community as a general discussion. And then, of course, our homebody for like the pick-me-ups and the happy things. So,
yes. I mean, a lot of this is work in progress. Like, we might turn it to audio too, and maybe put it on a Spotify. Like, I talk about some of this stuff, like the stuff we do on Rumble, and on YouTube, because we get both files. When I edit it, I get a video file, so it's video, audio, and then I get a separate audio file that I could upload to something like a Spotify or something like that.
Yep.
That's going to be in the works. We already talked about it, but we're trying to just
get a rhythm
going, and then we'll start releasing those. So like somebody like Dom, where he just wants to listen to it maybe while he's at work or something like that, without the video, which would be fine. So like we're about to do that. I mean, I was thinking about doing that more when we close out, when we get ready to do the song.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because we're going to already have stuff on Spotify, like the music. So then we might as well do the other one too. So everything's in the works. You got to remember, there's only 2 of us.
I
joke about 100,000 people or 10,000 people in there, but no, we are not Google.
Yeah, and I still
we're not Elon Musk.
Yeah, I still got jobs.
Yeah, so we still have other things we have to do. We got kids and
sick kids that are less sick now.
Yes.
So life happens. Actually, we were even discussing that today. It's like it doesn't even matter who you are. You could be the most famous person. You still get sick. You still have to go to the bathroom.
People can't believe. I think people believe, especially if you're biblical, that people are chosen to do certain things for the Most High. But it's never. But most people can't think it's the person that they know.
Yes.
But the person they don't know that's chosen, that they believe in, is just another guy, and he has a neighbor. He has a family.
Yeah.
But you believe that guy's chosen, but somebody can never be chosen. See what I mean?
Yes.
I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, what I just said. Does it make sense to you, bud?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I think is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes it more lonely because they don't believe you. They think you is crazy, right?
Yeah.
So what else did you want to talk about?
I think I said everything because like I said, the email was the one thing I actually really wanted to share because it's goes along with our theme of that truth versus belief is they have this belief that they know is the truth because they were taught that, but when you go digging, you realize it's not truth at all.
All right. Well, we're going to go to the next one. All right. I'm Paulino B. Michael.
I'm Chelsea B. Michael.
And as always, be safe.
Be blessed.
And that's the flat out truth.
Thanks for watching the Flat Out Truth live stream. For the full 2-hour version and after show, join theflatouttruth.com where truth comes together. And in the meantime, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and keep seeking the Flat Out Truth.